While at Jeep Beach 2024 this year, one of the things we were looking for specifically was some way to secure all of our equipment in the back of the Jeep. Several reasons, obviously just to keep it safe from people stealing it, especially when we have the soft top on or no top, but also just to keep it from coming up and knocking us in the back of the head on some of the trails that we go on. So we were fortunate enough to come across Diabolical and talk to them about their equipment. And as I'll show you in a minute, we actually have another system in Teal Ox that we're not real happy with. But Diabolical had a really nice setup with their Slipstream, so we purchased that for Apollo² this year, and we're very happy with it so far. We installed it right before our trip to Tennessee, and it met all of our expectations and really kind of exceeded them. So one of the things we like about it, right now the seat's folded up, but if I fold the seat down, you can actually take that part out and basically just have the frames in. But all of our equipment sits below the edge here. Everything's secured. So one of the things that we really like is the fact that it's got a two-piece top that is hinged, but it's also easily removable. As you can see, it just comes out, it slides right in this track when you want to put it back in. Slides up. There are two latches on each side that you just take and twist, and that locks that part down. And then this section is designed so that if you have the soft top in, you have your brackets here for the soft top. This will still fold under them, so you can have it open if you had something tall here, or if you want to, when you really want to secure it, you can see the latches, the twist latches here. You just close it down and lock those two latches in, and now it's nice and secure. So you can see this lip locks underneath the tailgate, so that even if this was unlatched, you can't get into it because of the way it locks in with the tailgate. And when you lock the tailgate with the key using the remote lock, there's no way for anybody to get in. Even if they get through the windows, the lock buttons won't work. One of the other nice things that I like about the Diabolical is it has these two rails up here that you can use with any kind of straps. In this case, I've got a cam lock strap here. It's got these holes, and if I had something up here, you can tie it down. I put a couple pieces of rubber up here so it had something to grip on. You don't necessarily need that. I just thought it was something extra just to keep stuff down. So like this beach towel here, which is obviously pretty light. It also gives you a nice shelf on each side, where in this case we've got our AED sitting up there and our first aid kit. Over here we got our bag with our hiking poles in it. But it's just a very nice setup, and we really appreciate Diabolical. They had to redesign it a little bit for the 2024, but they did a great job with it, and highly recommend it. So with Teal Ox, we went with a different option, not from Diabolical. This is another brand. Don't want to knock them, but this just doesn't work for us. It's only a half depth. It doesn't go all the way up to the seats. One of the big problems with it is if you sit anything on top of here, like a grocery bag, you run the grocery store or anything like that, anytime you stop, this stuff falls down in here. It's not a big problem for me because I'm tall enough where I can reach over it, but especially for anybody that's not 6'5" and got monkey arms, it's a little bit more difficult to reach in there and get the stuff out. It's a challenge for my wife, especially if anything falls in there, for her to reach over here and try and get anything out. Even for me, it's probably about the maximum reach, especially if anything goes up in the seat there, in the corner behind the seat. So it's not real easy to fold either. You have to kind of pick this up, fold these wings under on each side, and then it folds up and doesn't lay completely flat. It's nice that you can fold it without having to take it out somewhere and leave it, but it's not good because it doesn't give you full use of your storage area with the lockable contents, and like I said, it doesn't lay flat when it's down. It does have a big lump in the floor. Another nice thing about the Diabolical is when you take the front panel out and the two top sections, you actually have your full storage area when you fold the seat down. This kind of, like I said, you have a lump in the floor. So, with this version, your usable depth is just over 18 inches. And some of that's not usable because of the way the hatch closes there. And then on the Diabolical, we are just over 31 inches. Again, the same limitation, you do have some depth you lose with the tailgate, especially with your tailgate storage, but still it's comparable because we have that on both Jeeps. So in closing, if you're looking for something like this to secure your equipment, the Diabolical is kind of on the pricey side of things. But if you're looking for secure storage and you're looking for something that gives you the maximum storage capacity, I really recommend the Slipstream. We're very happy with it. We wish we had it in Teal Ox. We actually probably will wind up taking that one out of Teal Ox because it's got so many limitations to it. And I'd love to one day put a version of this in Teal Ox once we get some other things done to the Jeeps. Definitely recommend the Diabolical Slipstream, whether it's a JLU, JK, whatever. It really works good. And I hope you found this video interesting, and I appreciate you watching. And make sure to hit like,